Chosen one, listen carefully, because this message is not for everyone. It is for the rare, the set apart, the ones whose hearts have been quietly beating in rhythm with heaven's calling. Right now, your name is being spoken in a realm beyond what your eyes can see, beyond what your ears can hear. And even if you have felt unnoticed, unseen, or forgotten, know this: the Creator Himself is reaching toward you. He is choosing you again. You may have walked through seasons of silence, seasons where doors seemed to close instead of open, where your faith felt tested and your patience stretched. Yet through every trial, every moment of doubt, a divine whisper has followed you. It has grown louder in your spirit, stirring something ancient, something sacred inside. That whisper is not coincidence. That stirring is confirmation. Your life, your purpose, your destiny is being realigned with the hand of God. In this moment, you are being called to awaken fully, to recognize the sacredness of your own journey, the rare calling placed upon your soul. You are not ordinary. You have been marked for a divine assignment, a purpose that only you can fulfill. And though you may not fully understand it now, God is about to make a way where there seems to be no way. He is preparing a shift, a release, a moment that will turn your waiting into movement, your silence into song, your fear into faith. Take a deep breath. Chosen one, and feel the weight of this truth. Your name is being called again. It is a call of destiny, of promise, of preparation. And as you listen to this message, allow your heart to recognize the urgency, the intimacy, and the power of what is being declared. Because what is about to unfold is not random. It is divine. It is precise. And it is personal. Today you will begin to see signs you may have overlooked. Hear confirmations that your spirit already knows, and feel a stirring deep inside, a stirring that says, prepare, for your season is coming. The moments ahead will demand your courage, your faith, and your unwavering trust. But the reward is worth every trial. Your breakthrough, your alignment, your purpose. It all begins with this recognition: God is choosing you again. Feel the presence around you now, the invisible hand that has been guiding every step, every pause, every decision in your life. It is not coincidence that you have arrived at this moment, listening, sensing, receiving. This is the voice of heaven, the whisper of God Himself, reaching through time and circumstance to remind you that nothing has been wasted. Every season, every delay, every moment of preparation has been orchestrated by a power far greater than you can comprehend. God's eyes have been on you all along. He sees the tears you have shed in silence. He hears the prayers you whispered when no one was around. He knows the moments you doubted yourself, the nights you questioned your purpose. And yet through all of it, He has remained faithful, patiently shaping you into the person He intended from the beginning. The divine timing of your life is perfect, even if it feels slow. The unseen work of heaven has been in motion, aligning every detail, every encounter, every seemingly random moment to bring you to this precise season. You are being invited into a sacred understanding that your life is not merely a series of events, but a tapestry of divine intention. Every choice you have made, every hardship you endured, every victory you celebrated has been a thread in a larger design. God is not distant or indifferent. He is intimately involved in the shaping of your destiny. The way you have been molded, refined, and stretched is evidence of His care, His wisdom, and His meticulous attention to your spiritual growth. And now there is a turning point. Heaven is ready to reveal what has been hidden, to release what has been held back, to activate the next phase of your journey. But this revelation is not for the passive. It requires attentiveness, readiness, and a heart open to receiving. You must recognize that divine authority speaks not only to guide, but also to prepare. What is coming is destined, and the alignment of your spirit with God's will is essential to step into it fully. So as you continue to listen, sense the sacred gravity of this moment. You are not hearing mere words. You are receiving a divine message meant to awaken the dormant power within you. It is a call to recognize the sacred pattern of your life, to understand that God's hand has been present in ways you may have overlooked. Every closed door, every waiting period, every challenge has served a purpose to bring you into readiness for what only He can release. This is a time to tune your spirit to the frequency of heaven, to trust the unseen, and to open your heart to the full weight of God's intention. He is preparing you for a prophetic moment, a divine unveiling that will impact not only your life, but the lives of those around you. The next chapters of your journey will be infused with clarity, purpose, and unmistakable confirmation that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Now listen closely, for what I am about to reveal is not abstract or distant. It is alive, moving toward you even now. A shift is coming, one that will alter the very atmosphere around you. God is about to open a door that has been locked in the realm of the unseen. A doorway that leads to a season of breakthrough, divine favor, and spiritual elevation. You may not yet perceive it with your natural eyes, but the spiritual currents are aligning in your favor. Every delay, every moment of waiting has been our preparation for this unveiling. Picture a golden light, soft yet intense, beginning to stretch across the horizon of your life. It penetrates the darkest corners, the doubts, the fears, and the uncertainties. That light represents God's intervention, a force that cannot be resisted, a presence that cannot be ignored. In this light, what was once hidden will be exposed not to shame, but to reveal the treasures of your heart, the strength of your faith, and the destiny that has always been written for you. You may feel an internal stirring, a sense that things are about to change. That is no accident. It is the signal of divine orchestration. God is moving pieces into place, aligning circumstances and activating connections that will serve your purpose. Some of these shifts will arrive in ways that feel sudden, even shocking, while others will unfold gradually with meticulous precision. But all will point to one undeniable truth: you are being chosen again, called into a higher season, and equipped for a task that only you can fulfill. Be aware, however, that this prophecy is not only about blessings, it carries with it a refining process. Before the full manifestation, you may encounter moments that test your faith, that challenge your patience, that make you question the timing of heaven. These are not punishments, but preparations. They are the spiritual winds that shape the vessel meant to carry the glory and responsibility of your calling. The pressure, though uncomfortable, is designed to strengthen, to purify, and to confirm your readiness. Visualize this. A storm may appear on the horizon, dark clouds rolling in winds that threaten to displace you. Yet within the eye of this storm, there is calm. That calm is the presence of God, holding you steady, guiding your steps, ensuring that nothing outside His will can disrupt the divine plan. The storms you see are temporary. The promises you have received are eternal. The contrast between chaos and order, struggle and triumph, is the language through which heaven communicates the magnitude of your coming breakthrough. Hear this now. The prophecy is personal. It speaks to you, your life, your journey, your struggles, and your victories. While it resonates universally for those who are awake spiritually, its impact is intimate. The blessings you are about to receive have your name written upon them. The doors that will open, the opportunities that will manifest, the confirmations you will receive, they are uniquely tailored to the path God has carved for you. You are not stepping into someone else's season. You are entering your own divine alignment. And as this revelation unfolds, it will awaken your spirit in ways that words can scarcely capture. Joy will rise where there was weariness. Clarity will replace confusion, and courage will emerge to dispel fear. Angels assigned to your life will take their positions. Divine connections will surface. The timing of your journey, once mysterious, will become unmistakably clear. All that you have hoped for, all that you have prayed for, and all that you have believed in secret will begin to converge in alignment with God's perfect will. Prepare yourself then for this prophetic moment. The unseen is becoming seen. The hidden is being revealed. And as the door opens, you will recognize with awe and certainty that God has never left your side. He has been calling, preparing, and positioning you all along. Your season of breakthrough is not coming by chance, it is coming because it was always destined for you. Now let us explore the spiritual depths of what is unfolding. Every shift, every door that opens, every whisper from heaven carries meaning beyond the surface. The light you saw in the vision of your life is not merely illumination. It represents understanding, revelation, and the alignment of your spirit with divine truth. God is not only orchestrating events. He is shaping the essence of who you are, refining your soul so that it resonates perfectly with His purpose. Consider the seasons of your life as a journey through landscapes both beautiful and harsh. There were valleys of silence, deserts of waiting, and storms of confusion. Yet each moment was intentional. Each experience was a brushstroke in a divine masterpiece, crafting a heart resilient in faith, strong in hope, and rich in love. The storms, though uncomfortable, purified you. The waiting, though seemingly long, prepared you. The challenges, though mysterious, revealed the hidden strengths within. Everything was designed to awaken a higher awareness of your calling. This is the nature of divine timing. It is never rushed, never delayed, and always precise. When God calls, He does so with the knowledge that every element of your journey has a purpose. The windows that seemed closed were not denials, they were protective measures. The doors that seemed barred were not rejections, they were aligning passages. The delays were not obstacles. They were the quiet shaping of your destiny. Every hidden moment held a lesson. Every silence contained a blessing. Every struggle concealed a seed for growth. Faith then becomes the lens through which you perceive this unfolding reality. It is the light that allows you to see beyond the temporal, beyond the natural, and into the eternal. Faith is the bridge between what is hidden and what is revealed. Without faith, even the clearest signs may pass unnoticed. Even the brightest light may remain unseen. But when your heart trusts the process, when your spirit leans into the unseen, the meaning of every trial becomes clear and the beauty of God's plan begins to shine through. Imagine a door. It stands closed now, but behind it lies a room of revelation, opportunity, and favor. The key to entering is not force, it is alignment. Align your heart with God's will. Align your thoughts with His truth. Align your actions with the principles He has engraved upon your spirit. Only through this alignment can you step fully into what has been prepared. The metaphor of the door reminds us that while destiny is promised, it must be accessed with readiness, reverence, and responsibility. Transformation is the heartbeat of this prophecy. You are being called not merely to experience external change, but to undergo an internal metamorphosis. The person you are today, though beloved, is only the foundation for what you are becoming. The refining fires, the tests, the waiting periods, they are all crucibles of transformation. They mold your character, awaken dormant gifts, and prepare you for a life that reflects the fullness of God's glory. You are being reshaped into a vessel worthy of carrying what has been destined for you. Divine timing, transformation, and alignment converge in this season. You are being invited to see your life not as a series of coincidences, but as a sacred design. Every encounter, every challenge, every blessing is a part of a tapestry intricately woven with intention, precision, and love. The spiritual depth of your journey is found in understanding that even the smallest moments carry significance. The quiet prayers, the unnoticed sacrifices, the hidden victories. They are all threads in a grand pattern revealing a life touched by heaven itself. Symbols are everywhere. If you are attentive, A sunrise after a long night, a whisper of peace in a storm, a sudden clarity in the midst of confusion. These are not random. They are God speaking in a language your spirit can understand. The storms of life are not signs of rejection. They are invitations to deeper awareness. The pauses and delays are not indicators of abandonment. They are spaces for growth, preparation, and readiness. When you begin to perceive the spiritual meaning beneath the surface, your faith deepens, your hope strengthens, and your spirit rises to meet what has always been intended. Take this moment to reflect. Chosen one on the spiritual depth of your journey. Recognize that every closed door, every trial, every period of waiting has been a divine tool. Recognize that your transformation is underway and that the fullness of your destiny cannot be reached without it. The unseen patterns, the hidden hand of God, the intricate weaving of events, all of it carries profound meaning. Your faith, your obedience, and your readiness unlock this depth, allowing you to walk in the revelation, power, and purpose that has always awaited you. As you stand on the edge of this new season, pay close attention to the signs around you. Heaven communicates not only through revelation, but through subtle confirmations that affirm the path you are on. These signs are like gentle whispers, like footprints in the sand, guiding you toward the destiny that has always been intended. You may have already noticed some without realizing their significance. Now it is time to recognize them fully. First, watch for moments of unexpected clarity. Thoughts or ideas that once felt random may suddenly align perfectly with your prayers or intentions. These are divine signals, God's way of showing you that your spirit is attuned to His plan. When insight arrives in the midst of ordinary life, it is no accident, it is confirmation. Second, notice recurring patterns or symbols. Perhaps a particular phrase number or image appears repeatedly in your life. Maybe a song, a verse, or even a conversation resonates so strongly that you cannot ignore it. These are spiritual markers meant to reassure you that the divine hand is guiding your steps and that the path you are on is aligned with heaven. Third, pay attention to encounters with people who seem to arrive at just the right moment. These individuals are often vessels of God's timing, bringing messages, opportunities, or connections that serve your purpose. They may feel like coincidences, but they are deliberate placements designed to confirm your alignment with what is unfolding. Fourth sense, the peace that surpasses understanding. In the midst of uncertainty or challenge, you may experience an inexplicable calm, a stillness in your spirit that reassures you all is as it should be. This peace is a sign of divine presence, a confirmation that you are being held and guided. Fifth, watch for the shift in your own energy and perception. Doors that once felt closed may begin to soften, obstacles may seem less daunting, and a newfound resilience may rise within you. These internal changes are reflections of external alignment. They are God's way of showing that transformation is already underway. Finally, trust the subtle nudges in your heart and intuition. The quiet prompting to act, to wait, to speak, or to release is often a direct message from God. When you follow these nudges, even if they seem small or inconvenient, you affirm your readiness to receive and walk in the unfolding plan. Recognize, then, that these confirmations are personal, yet universal. They are tailored to your journey, yet available to all who are attentive. When you begin to notice them, your faith deepens, your hope strengthens, and your connection with heaven becomes undeniable. These signs are not just reminders, they are invitations to step forward with confidence, knowing that every step you take is observed, guided, and blessed. As the light of your destiny begins to shine, be aware that every path toward purpose carries unseen challenges. These are not punishments, chosen one. They are sacred tests, carefully placed by heaven to refine your spirit and strengthen your faith. Before the full manifestation of your breakthrough, you may encounter obstacles that seem frustrating, confusing, or even discouraging. These moments are essential. They are the refining fire through which your readiness is forged. One challenge may come in the form of delay. Doors that you expected to open may remain closed longer than you anticipate. Opportunities may appear only to vanish, leaving you to wonder if progress is real. Yet these pauses are not denials. They are preparations. God is aligning every detail in the unseen, and your endurance during waiting periods strengthens your resolve and sharpens your discernment. Another challenge may manifest as resistance from others. People may misunderstand your intentions, question your choices, or even attempt to discourage you. This is not a reflection of your worth or God's plan. It is simply the natural tension that arises when someone is stepping into a season they were never meant to experience lightly. The resistance is a test of persistence, humility, and reliance on God, rather than human approval. Internal struggles may also arise. Doubts, fears, and insecurities may surface more intensely as your path unfolds. This is a natural part of transformation. The mind and spirit often resist change before embracing growth. Lean into prayer reflection and faith during these moments. Recognize that every internal challenge is an opportunity to deepen your trust in the divine orchestration of your life. Unexpected detours can also appear, shifting your plans or redirecting your energy. These are not mistakes. They are guidance. Sometimes the route you imagine is not the route God has prepared. Trust that every detour carries lessons, connections, and insights essential for the ultimate fulfillment of your destiny. Finally, know that spiritual opposition may intensify. The closer you draw to your divine purpose, the more the unseen forces may attempt to distract, delay, or discourage you. Stand firm in faith. Pray without ceasing. Remember that you are surrounded by a divine army, by protection and by guidance that cannot be overcome by darkness. These hidden challenges are not signs of failure. They are the proving ground of readiness. Each test, each moment of friction, each obstacle is a confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. They are shaping your heart, refining your character, and fortifying your spirit. As you persevere through these challenges with faith, you are becoming exactly the person God intended to carry the blessing, the revelation, and the breakthrough waiting for you. Now that you understand the hidden challenges ahead, it is time to receive clear instruction on how to navigate them. God does not leave His chosen without guidance. He equips, He directs, and He provides a blueprint for every step of the journey. These instructions are not burdens, they are keys to unlock the fullness of your destiny. First, cultivate attentiveness to the voice of God. Listen carefully in prayer, meditation, and quiet reflection. The divine whispers you receive are subtle but powerful, guiding you toward actions and choices that align with your purpose. Treat every nudge, every impression, every moment of clarity as sacred. Your responsiveness is essential. The more you heed these prompts, the smoother your path becomes, and the more apparent the confirmations will be. Second, engage in consistent spiritual alignment. Protect your heart, mind, and spirit from distraction and negativity. This means discerning the influences you allow into your life, the conversations you participate in, and the environments you occupy. Surround yourself with uplifting energy, with those who encourage faith and spiritual growth, and with practices that strengthen your connection to heaven. Your alignment is not passive. It is an active, deliberate pursuit that sets the stage for divine favor. Third, embrace the discipline of preparation. Your breakthrough is imminent, but readiness requires diligence. Organize your time, refine your skills, and cultivate the habits that support the purpose you are called to fulfill. Preparation is not only practical, it is spiritual. By honoring the small steps and everyday responsibilities, you demonstrate your commitment to God's plan and create a vessel capable of receiving what is destined for you. Fourth exercise: patience with intentionality. While urgency exists, rushing through the process can obscure wisdom and diminish impact. Trust the timing of heaven, even when it seems delayed. Know that every season of waiting carries essential lessons, connections, and refinements. Patience is not passive, it is active faith. It is the ability to maintain focus, hope, and alignment even when outcomes remain unseen. Fifth, speak life over your circumstances. Words carry spiritual power. Declare affirmation, gratitude, and faith in the promises of God. Speak boldly of your purpose, your alignment, and the breakthrough that is coming. Let your declarations resonate within your spirit and ripple outward into the unseen realm. Each word is a confirmation of your readiness and a declaration that you are stepping into divine authority. Sixth, walk with courage and boldness. Challenges will arise, but fear is not your guide. Faith is. When uncertainty comes, move forward with the confidence that God is orchestrating every detail. Bold action rooted in faith accelerates alignment, opens doors, and attracts the divine resources necessary for manifestation. Seventh, maintain consistency in gratitude and worship. A heart aligned with praise and acknowledgement of God's sovereignty becomes a magnet for favor. Gratitude transforms perspective, strengthens resolve, and cultivates a spiritual atmosphere in which blessings can flourish. Finally, remember that preparation is not only for personal benefit, but for divine impact. Your actions, your readiness, and your alignment serve not just your own journey, they serve a higher purpose. The people, opportunities, and moments you influence are part of the ripple effect of your obedience. You are co-laboring with heaven, and your faithfulness magnifies the power of this prophetic season. Follow these instructions carefully, chosen one. They are the map to navigate both seen and unseen challenges, the guide to recognize and seize divine opportunities, and the framework for stepping fully into the calling that has always belonged to you. Implement them with intention, discipline, and faith, and you will witness the unfolding of your destiny with clarity, power, and divine assurance. As you step into this new season, know this: you are not alone. Every move, every decision, every act of obedience is observed and guarded by a divine presence that cannot be shaken. The same God who has been preparing your path is now establishing a shield around your spirit, a fortress of protection that ensures nothing outside His will can deter the fulfillment of your destiny. Visualize this protection as a radiant light surrounding you, a canopy of strength and grace that covers your mind, heart, and body. Imagine it as armor forged in heaven, resistant to every attack, every doubt, every distraction. Even when storms rise, when opposition seems to press in from all sides, this shield remains unbroken. It is your divine assurance, a sign that every step you take is under the careful watch of God Himself. You may encounter moments of fear or uncertainty, but remember, fear has no authority over you. Doubt has no power in the presence of God's promises. Whenever you feel fragile or unsure, call upon this protection. Speak aloud the truth that you are held guided and safeguarded. Let your spirit resonate with the certainty that nothing can separate you from the divine plan prepared for your life. Also be aware of the subtle ways God provides protection. Sometimes it appears as a closed door, a pause, or a redirection that prevents harm or guides you away from what is not aligned with your purpose. Other times it is the people, opportunities, or circumstances that seem to appear miraculously just when you need them most. These interventions are the fingerprints of heaven, quiet yet powerful reminders that you are never without support. Trust the unseen forces at work. Angels assigned to your life are at your side, ready to intervene, guide, and guard. Divine timing ensures that every obstacle is managed, every opposition neutralized, and every step forward is aligned with purpose. Your protection is not only reactive, but proactive. It surrounds you in anticipation of what lies ahead. Take heart in this assurance. The very same power that called your name, that prepared your journey, and that has remained faithful through every season, now surrounds you with unshakable protection. Stand firm in faith. Move forward with courage and embrace the confidence that comes from knowing. Your steps are guided, your life is guarded, and your destiny is secure. No matter what challenges arise, no matter how intense the pressure may feel. Remember this truth: you are divinely protected. You are held. You are chosen. And the fulfillment of your calling cannot be thwarted, delayed, or diminished by anything outside the perfect will of God. Now imagine the moment when all the preparation, all the waiting, all the perseverance culminates. This is the season of transformation, the point where the unseen becomes visible, where faith manifests, and where the fullness of your calling emerges with undeniable clarity. You will not simply experience change, you will become a new creation, refined and elevated, equipped to walk in the destiny that has always been written for you. Visualize yourself stepping into a light so pure and radiant that it illuminates every shadow of doubt and fear. This light is not external. It originates from within, born of the divine alignment that has been cultivating your heart, mind, and spirit. It reveals the truth of who you are, the power you carry, and the purpose you were created to fulfill. The transformation is holistic. Your emotions, your relationships, your actions, and your spiritual authority all rise to meet the fullness of God's plan. You may notice a newfound clarity in decision-making, a deep peace in moments of uncertainty, and a sense of empowerment in every step you take. The burdens that once felt heavy will seem light. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable will dissolve, and the path that once appeared confusing will now unfold with precision and grace. You will walk in confidence because your steps are aligned with heaven's design, and every move you make carries divine significance. This transformation is not only personal, but also relational. Those around you will sense the shift in your presence, the strength of your faith, and the unmistakable aura of purpose. Doors that were previously closed will open effortlessly. Opportunities will present themselves in ways that feel miraculous, yet are the natural fruit of your alignment with God's timing. Your life will become a testimony of divine orchestration, a living example of what is possible when obedience, faith, and perseverance meet the hand of God. Emotionally, you will experience profound gratitude and joy. The moments of doubt and struggle will fade in comparison to the depth of fulfillment now accessible to you. You will celebrate victories quietly and publicly, understanding that each success is not merely personal achievement, but a reflection of divine favor. Spiritually, your connection to God will deepen, enabling you to operate with wisdom, discernment, and authority in ways you may never have imagined. Consider this: your transformation also impacts the greater tapestry of life around you. Your actions, your words, and your faith ripple outward, touching lives, inspiring hearts, and awakening others to their own divine calling. Your fulfillment becomes a beacon, a signal to those who are still in waiting that the promises of God are real, that alignment is possible, and that destiny cannot be thwarted. Step into this season fully aware that the transformation is both profound and permanent. You are not returning to who you once were. You are entering a higher version of yourself, fully equipped, divinely favored, and purpose-driven. Every challenge you endured, every prayer you whispered, every act of faith now bears fruit. You are living proof of God's fidelity, power, and precision. Embrace the fulfillment that comes from walking in alignment with your calling. Let your spirit rejoice in the awareness that the season of your destiny has arrived. Feel the gratitude, the peace, and the empowerment that accompany this divine unfolding. The journey has shaped you. The divine hand has prepared you. And now you are ready to receive, to lead, and to shine. Before we conclude, take a moment to anchor this message deep within your spirit. Speak these words aloud. Let them resonate in your heart and allow them to shape the reality of your day, your journey, and your destiny. Affirmation 1. I am chosen. I am called. I walk in divine alignment with God's perfect plan. Feel the truth of it. Every fiber of your being is acknowledged and prepared by heaven itself. Affirmation 2. I am protected. I am guided. I am surrounded by divine favor at every step. Speak it with confidence, knowing that unseen forces are working tirelessly on your behalf. Affirmation 3. I am transforming. I am rising. I step boldly into the fullness of my destiny. Let this affirmation remind you that the trials and waiting were only shaping you for what is coming. Affirmation 4. I trust God's timing. I embrace His plan. I move forward in faith and courage. Say it and feel the weight of fear lift, replaced by unwavering trust in the unseen but ever-present hand of God. Now receive this blessing. May the light of heaven surround you, illuminating every step you take. May your heart be filled with clarity, your mind with wisdom, and your spirit with unshakable peace. May the doors that were once closed open in divine timing, and may the purpose written for your life manifest with power, favor, and grace. May angels guide your steps, protecting you from all harm, and may the strength of God rise within you to face every challenge with courage. May your journey be a testimony of faith fulfilled, of hope realized, and of destiny unveiled. Take this blessing with you, chosen one, and carry it into every moment, every encounter, and every decision. The name that heaven calls is your name. The purpose that heaven prepared is your purpose. The life that heaven has designed is your life. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that you are never alone, that you are divinely appointed, and that the fulfillment of your calling is certain. The prophetic word spoken over you today is sealed in faith, and heaven awaits the steps you will take to claim it fully. Go now with courage, hope, and gratitude, and watch as the promises of God begin to unfold in ways more magnificent than you could have imagined.